Right, here we are, the 25th of November, and we haven't had any piglets this year, so been and bought some weaners. These are saddleback cross Petrans, and they come from another farm in Cornwall. And they, most importantly, they've been outside, and they're used to, well, apparently they're trained to electric fence, which is going to be a bit of a head start. But anyway, I've got them. They've been in here 8 or 9 days. I've still got the other 3 outside, but they're going on in 3 days' time. And these are pretty quiet. They've come into me now, which they weren't doing at the start. And I've put up, this is only a small little shed with, not the best shed, it's got a few holes in it, but we put an electric wire. First of all, I put it right into the corner, so it's around the outside, and then I put it through the middle a little bit, and you see there I put some apples there, and they haven't touched them. Anything on the other side of the wire, it doesn't exist to them, and that is perfect. And I've got an apple in my hand, and try not to get my fingers chewed off while I'm filming this. So there we go. Oh, there we go, I did get my fingers chewed. So they're coming to me. They know that, you know, they've had a couple of big changes. First of all, obviously they've changed their location, but also they've changed the person or their mother. They were weaned, so I didn't want to change their location and their main feed provider at the same time, but obviously I had to because I was buying them. So I put them in the shed so that their location change is non-negotiable. Whereas obviously with an electric wire, little pigs like this, they could easily get out if they wanted to. So I'm giving them, I don't know how much that is, a couple of pounds between 5 of them, morning and evening. I might put them out today. It's a lovely day, the sun's shining, it's not a lot of wind. First day of sunshine we've had since we had them, but yeah, I think I'm going to put them out today, but we'll see how we get on. But as you can see, they love the apples. We have got a lot of windfall apples at the moment. They make so much cider, it's unreal. But there we go. So I put some apples just the other side of the fence, and I put some over there just in case, because I thought that if they grab the ones, maybe they grab under the fence. But if they get under the fence, I'll know, because those ones will be gone as well. So there we are. Look at that, right next to the fence. That one. That's literally looking straight down on the fence. And so they can get their noses just underneath to sniff it, but they can't grab it. It's not to, punish them or anything. It's just to make sure that they are fully trained. Because obviously, when they're out in the field, they're going to have nice food just the other side of the fence, and they can't just think, "Oh, I'll just push past the fence and get it." So they've got to learn that whatever's on the other side of the fence does not exist in their world until the fence is moved. And I'm pretty pleased that they understand that. And I think I'm going to move them and put them out. Okay, so we got the pigs in the trailer. It was all pretty easy. I just actually penned them up really small, picked them up, put them straight in the trailer. They've actually got on quite a bit heavier in the 8 or 9 days. So we've got the ark here, the big one, and I've got a fairly big area actually for them with the fence all the way around the outside. And I reversed right back to the fence. And I don't know if this is a silly idea or not, but they've never been out in the field here. I think they were born in the woods. So I've got an apple over here to coax them out, but they may well just come out on their own. So I've never seen them outside before. I'm just hoping they don't just come out and completely run, but it's fairly unlikely. They're not hungry, and they hopefully have seen grass before. They'll come out and start eating some grass. That's the plan. I might have to coax them out. Not much point driving them. Just puts them under stress. Come on, pigs. Come on. Lovely day. Don't get too used to it. We're going to be probably raining tomorrow. Okay. Right. Well, I've got an apple here. There, look. Got an apple. Apple. I did put some apples in the trailer as well, so they might be still looking for something. Come on, girls. Come on. Yeah, look, apple. slope probably. I've never been down one before. See, they were in the trailer. I brought them back in the trailer, but I picked them up and dipped them out. Probably if I put some hay on there, they'll come out a bit better. Right, so I carried 2 out. They went pretty easy. The others saw them go, but they're still a bit nervous about going down that slope. It's a bit steep. Put some hay on it, but go on, guys, you can do it. Yes. Hey, and the other 2. Off they go. There we go. Pretty good. Straight away eating grass. Sorry guys, you haven't had any grass for 9 days. But that's it now. You're outside the rest of your lives. So I just chuck the rest of that hay in the ark. But I have put miscanthus chips, quite a big pile of them. I put as much as I could carry on the forks when I brought it out. So I've got a big pile inside, they've got a pile outside. So they haven't found the fence yet, but I'll shut the tail up and put the wire up. I've got 2 strands. I know I keep pigs in with 1 strand normally, but not this size. This size, go with 2 strands. You've got to put one really low, and it's so easy for them to chuck some turf over one low one. So put 2. Doesn't take much extra time to put 2 on just to start with. When they get bigger and they're trained, I'm confident 1 will keep them in. We'll switch to 1. There we go. Well, they seem happy anyway. There's an apple there, look. There's like grass more than apples. Right, I'll have to put that hay in the ark, and then I'll see if I can get them to go in. I'll get them to come to me and put some apples in there. Right, there we go. So they've put some apples up there, chopped them up pretty small, and put them up there, and they found them, came to me, and put some inside, and they'll go in. They'll smell the hay, and that's what they've been bedded in anyway, so they'll just think that's their bed, and well, it is. So all's good. They've done a bit of digging. They've got about 2 feet away from the fence, seen it and stopped. So I'm pretty happy that they're trained to the fence. They've got a huge great area here anyway, loads of grass. They've done a bit of digging out around here already. This should be all stubble turnips, but you know the story with the stubble turnips, and it was really dry in August when I put them in. There's a few here, and it's actually, there's probably more further up as we go. This bottom bit got the least amount, and there's also some Westerwold's ryegrass up there as well. So I'm hoping this little patch here, which is probably about an acre, might be a little bit more, will keep them for a good couple of months anyway. Oh, they've all gone in. There we go. Happy days. I'll put some apples in the trough as well, but I'll come back and give them some barley tonight before it gets dark. I'm pretty sure they'll be happy with that. We always face the arks to the east because we hardly ever get wind from the east. Mostly it comes from the west and the southwest. So that's why we point the arks this way. Right, it's 4:30 now, so it's starting to get dark. Put them here about 12:30, so they've been here 4 hours, but look at what they've done. They found the corner, look, they've come pretty close to the wire, but they've stayed back from the wire. They've dug all the way around the back of the ark. They're over there under the hedge at the moment. I don't know if they'll come to me. Like I said, they've only been in the shed before. They come to me in the shed. Come on, pigs! So I have been shouting to them when I feed them. Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! One of them's coming. Come on, pigs! Come on! Come on, pigs! Yeah, they're thinking about it. Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! Come on, in! Come on, pigs! So all the piglets that are born here, I train them from as soon as they're sort of like a week old, outside wandering around everywhere with their mother, and they learn. But these obviously not born on the farm, so they're already been learnt one way, which is obviously not my way. I think probably they get ad lib feed, so they haven't had. There you go, girls, look at that. So I just give them a little sprinkle. They're not going to be very hungry because they've been eating grass and digging around all day. But they know what the barley is. There we go. Oh, found an apple. Apple's more important. So anyway, it's been a nice day for putting them out. Nice to put them out on a day like today. It's going to be wet pretty much all day tomorrow, the forecast says. Or from the middle of the morning, middle late morning maybe, but they know where home is now. They'll bed down in there for the night. And it's all good. I think we'll wait a couple of days before we call it a successful transition, but the fact that they've come to me when I've called them is a very good sign. So if they do get out, hopefully that's what will happen. They're not all that interested in the barley though. They probably stuff themselves on all this grass, which is good. It's a very good sign.